Hi, my name is Casey Horner, and for this final assignment, I chose to do it on the effects of future debt after college. I chose to do the research on debt you encounter once you finish college and what you can do to avoid it because I faced a lot of struggles when I did realize how much debt I'd be in from my first year of college. And after doing this, I did realize a lot more, and I think it's really helpful in understanding to get to know how to fix this and what you can do to avoid it. When students choose a college, many young adults don't think about the future debt they will be in after those 4 years. They tend to just really think about the time they get to spend at the college, what they can do, and the degree they are working towards, which I can testify for. I went to a 4-year school my first year, and I really only focused on the degree that I was going towards that I didn't end up wanting to receive in the end. While making the decision for your college, you also have to pick if you want to live on campus or commute, and this choice can also affect future debt. And however, some may think that dropping out or transferring schools can help them receive a better degree, but both of these choices will still face debt in the future and possibly more if you were to stay at the original school. Finally, some say that switching majors halfway through college is a waste of time and they don't want to because it is such a financial burden. But it's better to be going into a career that you want to pursue rather than continuing with something that you don't want to do in your future. I think that is important because if you continue on with a degree that you don't want to do anything with, I would say you're kind of just wasting your time and you're going to be in financial debt doing a job that you're not happy doing. So if you switch halfway through, in the end, you're going to get the outcome of having a job that you want to pursue. I would say the purpose of this speech is to help future goers understand the effects of debt and how they can manage to pay it off in a timely manner. I also present this speech giving the purpose to help people and students understand when choosing a college, you are going for an education and a degree. You don't need to choose an expensive school that has a lot of outside activities because in the end, you're going to college to get a degree and to find a future job in that degree. This speech is extremely important to know how the effects of debt can have on a graduated student or even an active student at the time. You can't just ignore it. Debt will not go away even if you do try to ignore it. And I think it's important to pay attention to the information presented in your financial aid and everything like that. It is highly important and can affect you given the choice of college you choose. With that being said, it's strongly advised that you sit down and take time to do the research on the school you plan on attending, and if you want to live there, commute, or whatnot, it will be better for your future, and if you will be able to afford it and pay it off in the future. My first main point for this speech is why is it important to do research? When it comes to doing research and choosing a college, you can either take a gap year, go to a trade school, or even just go straight into college or not go to college at all. I think it is important to know and do research on the school you plan on attending because for future financial encounters, it is best to research a school good for your major and have low price range, not just a school because it's a big school far from home because you don't want to be near home or just a fun school that you've heard about. I do think it is extremely important to go attend a school for your major and not just focus on everything else going around. And continuing on, another strong point that I have researched about is knowing what you want to pursue and how it can affect your future. Many people go into college knowing or thinking what they know they want to pursue in the future, and they end up not liking the original major they choose, and that is fine. But if you take the time to make a decision and you want to stop going to school and take time off and switch your major and not wait till last minute, that is fine. I do think that if you know that you don't want to do that major, to either take time off or to switch your major immediately, so you won't be wasting more time and you'll be able to get it done faster. I would say my final point that needs to be understood is student debt isn't going to just disappear if you push it off. If you don't think about it, it will only become more expensive. If you start planning your future payments now, you will be at a higher success rate than you would if you planned after you graduated college. You can slowly start to pay them off while you are still attending school, and then you can pay them off in a timely manner in order to help yourself be stress-free and successful once you finish your schooling. Overall, I would say my purpose for this speech is to inform the audience that when deciding on a college based on your likings or what you think suits you and yourself, you also need to keep in mind the effects that it can have once your future, and the importance it is to understand that doing research and taking time out of your day to figure out the best path for yourself, whether it be commute, go to college, save money, go to community college to get a feel for college life, and then transfer to a 4-year school if that's really what you want to do. Or even take a gap year to take the time and figure out what you want to do and go into school knowing that's exactly what you want to do. It really all is up to yourself if you take the time to realize and figure out that you want to do something in the future or you don't. If you just take a small amount of time out of your day every day, or not even every day, to do research, you can learn a lot more. From personal experience, I wish I did do more research because I really didn't know what I wanted to do with my future, and I graduated from high school and went straight to a 4-year school, started a degree that I really had my mind set on, and then my sophomore year decided I wanted nothing to do with it and wanted to take another path. So I transferred from that 4-year school to community college to pursue what I really want to do. So I did make the decision to leave my 4-year school and go to a community college to finish that degree that I had once started, and am currently on a wait list for another degree that I want to pursue in the future. So I think it is important to do your research for future debt because it really does have effects. And if you think of it now and do your research now, you will be more successful in the future, knowing that if you make the decision to step back from school or continue on with school, you will know what is best and what your future holds if you take the time out of your day to research it. The information I gathered from this, I took 2 sources, which was the Mass Live High Education report that I had found on a document, and then the new High Education report details effects of student loan and debt in Massachusetts. So I found these 2 articles online, and they were very helpful, and I would say they really gave me the information I needed because they were directed towards Massachusetts, and I do think that that is really helpful for this assignment. So with that being said, I think that I now have a better understanding of the effects of future debt, and I will approach everything differently when it comes to it. Thank you.